I feel responsible for this little new
Yeah.
venture that you're doing. Um, and so you kind of described it, but essentially you guys are come together and it's what automated. I mean, how automated is it? It's services for folks who are heading off to school. They don't realize you've turned 18 now. You need some legal documents. Fair?
That's
Absolutely.
part
Yeah.
of it, and the other part is, what does it mean to be 18? Rachel has
Right.
recorded a great course on what are the rights, responsibilities you get with that big birthday, you know? I always say I was so excited to buy lottery tickets that I don't think I thought like, "Oh, crud, like, I'm responsible for myself now." And so that's also part of the offering. It's just like, what else do you get to do at 18 besides buy lottery tickets?
I love this. This is so amazing. And it's such a good point, too. Like, you're educating your clients, right? In a way that, I mean, you're right. Nobody told us when we turned 18, like, okay, you get to vote, but what else? What else does that mean for your life? And what are you responsible for? And I just love when we as lawyers get to step in and make better people. So bravo. I'm super excited about this.
Yeah, I think that was really born for me out of a real desire, as you said, to educate young people because I have two young adults in my life as well. My children are 22 and 24, both recent college graduates. Both went somewhat away for school, one kind of near to home, one a little further. And it was eye opening for me, even as an estate planning attorney, realizing, gosh, you know what, we're cut off sort of instantaneously as parents, even in high school, as most kids are turning 18 before they even graduate, right? So suddenly they're being called into the office to say, listen, do you want your parent or guardian to still have permission to do this or that? Or do you want to take control and sign yourself out of school or whatever it is that you want to do? And that's how the law works. And many parents are uneducated about that as well. So it's sort of a startling rude awakening when that happens. And so not only is it providing these legal documents, which are so imperative, but that education. And that's why the Adulting 101 webinar was born. Kids don't have you're of legal age to get married. You could have a family. What does that mean if that ends and you have children? What about making a simple lease for an apartment the first time out? Having a job for the first time and understanding, what are the rules about being an employee or an employer? They've never experienced filing taxes, most of them. So it's just a real introductory seminar in making sure that they understand and in speaking to them. We always talk in Lawyerist about sort of your ideal client, and we have a twofold client here. We have the parents who will probably be the drivers of this because they're worried about their kids. They want to make sure they have that support. But we wanted to speak to those young adults and respect the fact that they are the adult in this, they are the client in this exchange with us. So, really speaking to both clients to make sure the parents feel understood and that they have some basic information, but really that the kids are the ones, these are young adults rather, that we want to talk to and address their needs and their concerns.
Talk to me a little bit about how you guys approach this business in terms of the model. So, as you know, we talk a lot around here about killing the billable hour and how that shows up in lots of different ways. And I do think this new service is in line with that in the way you're thinking about it and the way you've built it. So, I just would love if you would touch on some of that too.
Yeah, we wanted something that was cost effective and I want to say reusable, right? It's an evergreen product that can exist out there. Certainly, if there's updates and laws, we can go tweak it. But by and large, it is something that can be used today, tomorrow, a month from now, and it's still relevant. And it's cost, if you paid us each individually to draft these documents or to give the Adulting 101 seminar, it would be in far excess of what Safe Send Off has it available. And it's because we built it off of automations or self-service tools. And so you can get it to our clients or customers much quicker um, and cost effective than if we did it individually.
We wanted to make sure, again, the service there was there, right? You were still getting legal support from legal professionals. There's a lot of tools out there from non-attorneys who are in that space trying to help with some of that. We call it, we don't want to be a DIY. We're not a do it yourself or do it with help, right? Do it with guidance. Is we want to make sure you have that same benefit of hearing our voice, getting our experience and our education, but you're going to pay a fraction of the cost because we don't have to say it every single time, right? We've recorded these things, we've automated these things. So we're able to put out a product, as Allison said, that's evergreen, that is out there existing separate from us. But you're able as a client to get that same value that you would if you were in our office. And then we can be transparent about the pricing. It's all upfront. You pop on the website, you decide what you want. There's no well, if I spend this much more time or that much more time, it's super clear and that keeps the business streamlined as well.
And yeah, and I think just to kind of piggyback on what Rachel said, we also build in a lot of videos. I think that's something that we both have worked on in our firms independently. And so there's explainer videos throughout the whole process. So it's more than you're getting a form, you're getting like, oh, what is an agent? Do you really need this? What do these terms mean that are not normal to most people? Attorneys, we deal with them all the time, but most people, and it's certainly not, recently turned adults, are not going to be super familiar. So we wanted to make sure that we had those explainers that you would get from either of us if you met with us built into the product.